Hey guys, this is the XRP Cowboy. Hey, this is Billy. We're going to talk about what my biggest fear is, and it's actually a reply to some questions I've seen on some YouTubers' channels multiple times, or some misunderstanding, and what to look for in the charts in the week to come. We said this weekend, we were right. If you haven't seen the last video, watch it. Please like, subscribe. Not so long ago, Tommy used to walk on the dock. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough, so tough. Gina works a diner all day. She's working for a man. She brings home her pay for love. Ooh, for love. She says we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. We're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand. Computer off. So what is the biggest fear? Please like and subscribe. This is a quick update. Well, I saw somebody leave a comment and they said, hey, if the SEC doesn't turn over the emails, the files, the Hinman files, they should just drop the case. Well, this would be not good. This would take us all the way back to before the lawsuit. All this work would have been wasted to get us to this point. You got to remember something. The banks want to use XRP. The thing is they need regulative clarity. So that ultimately we need this lawsuit to settle. And hence why Brad says he's not settling without clarity. He'll take it to the end. He's going the distance. I mean, we've already, swam halfway across the ocean. If we have to swim back, what's the point? Just keep going forward. Keep going forward. The market kind of feels like it did a couple years, 16, 18 months or whatever ago, doesn't it? Feels good to be winning. Now, you got to remember something, too. The Cowboy's going to say he's a speculator, okay? He's going to say this whole lawsuit was to establish clarity. He believes the banks control the world. The people that control the banks control everything, all. So, and everything is planned. If the banks want this to happen, it's going to. And Ripple's got partners with a lot of banks. So my point is I'm not so certain that this lawsuit isn't to give XRP and Ripple the first mover's advantage for regulative clarity. And what's going to happen when, all these ETH projects, there were things that were developed on ETH, when they start worrying about a lawsuit? The same thing that happened with XRP. All the money funneled into ETH. Hence why it just launched. It didn't just go up in market cap, ETH. It also took some of the money that would funneled into XRP. They used to be fighting for number 2. Now, they're miles ahead of us, So it'll be a switching. But more importantly, the path of less resistance is what the money market, the hedge funds, the money managers, they're going to follow. They don't want to take risk. It's a rigged game. They won't take those risks with something that could have a SEC lawsuit on it. Therefore, hence, that's probably part of why Coinbase crashed so hard. Everybody had exit liquidity because they knew something was happening in the near term with the SEC. It was very obvious. I'm not certain that Coinbase isn't a great buy right now, though. I want to buy some right now. But here's the thing. XRP will have regulative clarity and it'll have the first time mover advantage with that. But if they just if they just dropped the case, we'd be all the way back to the beginning and the banks wouldn't be implementing it. So this is why it's important that there's a settlement or a win. And other than that, let's talk about Bitcoin for a minute. See, I've been trading this market. I've been doing good, doing great, really happy. We had a trading range before. And now, we're trying to break. Resistance has been about 24K, and our support's been, you could say 20, you could say 19, whatever. I call it 20. And we've been bouncing in between this trading range, and I've been trading it. Now, if we break above 24K, and we talked about it, if we had good guidance for the SEC from the Fed the other day, a wait and see approach like back in the last administration, that I believe Bitcoin would start moving up and it'd be a great weekend and everything, and we'd test the 26. Now at 26, we could have a pullback. I will be selling just a small percentage at around 25.5, 25.3, depends on when I look at my phone, and hoping it, comes back to retest that 24. And if we hold, above 23.9, 23.8, and start moving back up, you got to have a little bit of room because, we're talking about percentage points here, not even. But if it bounces off of 24, call it, I believe then we're going to retest it again. Whether we break through to start looking at 29, 28, it may not happen the first time, but I believe it will keep breaking through unless we have some really, hellish news, with the world. But right now, they're pushing this narrative. We're not in a recession. They're trying to keep this market alive. So I don't see that coming. But no one's got a crystal ball, but I'm just saying what I'm doing. Congratulations on having a good week. My dreamers, my roadies, you are appreciated. Like and subscribe.